Hi everybody. So welcome you all to the next session on integration. ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೇ, ನಾವು ಹಿಂದಿನ ತರಗತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಬೈ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ 15 ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ನಾವು ವಿ ಗೋನ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ವಿತ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸಸೈಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಎಕ್ಸಸೈಸಲ್ಲಿ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ 40 ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾವೆ. ನಾವು ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ 15 ಮುಗಿಸಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ದ ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ಒನ್ ಬೈ ಒನ್. And hope you are thorough with the formulas of basic integrals. Okay, and ನಿಮ್ಮ first videos ನೋಡಿದರೆ you've seen the pattern of solving the question by substitution method. So you are going to have the same pattern throughout the questions in this session also. Okay, so shall we start up with the first question? So the first integral we have is integral of x divided by 9 minus 4x square dx. Okay, so here as I told you, we are going to substitute some things here. So I am going to put t is nothing but the denominator factor, that is 9 minus 4x square. Okay, I am going to consider the denominator as t. Now if you differentiate with respect to x, dt by dx would be 9 is a constant and minus as it is. Now derivative of x square would be 2x. Now 4 multiplied to 2 would be 8x. Okay, therefore now I will divide minus 8 here. So dt by minus 8 would be x into dx. Very simple, isn't it? So this is the substitution part. Let me keep it aside. Okay, see what happens now. So this is nothing but, I told you whatever the constant is divided here, I'm going to keep it outside. So it is minus 1 by 8 integral of, remember, x dx I will consider it as dt divided by 9 minus 4x square will be t. Okay, so this is nothing but, I told you in the previous class itself, integral of dt by t is nothing but log of mod t plus the constant of integration. So final answer is, so that is nothing but minus 1 by 8 into log of mod, replace back t. T means 9 minus 4x square plus the constant of integration. Okay, so this is the final result of the above integral. Right, the next integral we have is integral of x divided by e power x square dx. Okay, so for this question I am going to put t as the term x square. Okay, I will consider it as t as x square. Differentiating with respect to x, dt by dx would be derivative of x square is 2x as it is. Okay, so 2x, derivative of x square is 2x. Therefore I just want x dx. So dividing by 2, I'll get dt by 2 would be x into dx. Is it clear? It's very simple basic substitution here. Let me keep it aside and see what happens. The integral becomes, now I have dt by t, I am going to keep this constant 1 by 2 outside. In place of x dx, I am going to substitute dt. Remember, by 2 is outside. Divided by e power, what is x square? X square I have considered it as t. Okay, now remember, this is nothing but 1 divided by t. We don't have the integral of 1 divided by e power t. We know it. Reciprocal of e power t would be e power minus t dt. Is it clear? Fine. So this is nothing but half into, what is integral of e power minus t? This is of the form e power minus 1 into t. So integral of e power ax is e power ax divided by a. Is it clear? The constant is divided, that is only minus would be taken. Okay, plus the constant of integration. So final result would be just multiplying half here. So it is minus half into e power minus, substitute back for t, that is e power of minus x square plus c, which is the constant of integration, and that would be the final result of the above integral. Okay, very simple results these are. Only thing is, if you practice this, you can easily do this sums. The next integral we have is integral of e power tan inverse x divided by 1 plus x square. Remember, this question was asked in the year March 2018 for 2 marks. Now, if you clearly look at the question, it will tell you what to substitute for t. Okay. So, for here I am going to substitute t is nothing but tan inverse x. Okay. See what happens if you put a substitute for tan inverse x. Now, if you differentiate with respect to x, so dt by dx would be, what is derivative of tan inverse x? We know derivative of tan inverse x would be 1 divided by 1 plus x square. Is it not? Therefore, dt would be 1 divided by 1 plus x square into dx. Okay. So, this is the substitution part. Keep it aside. Now, I'm again telling you, students, you are not supposed to use different colors in the examination. Use a single color. Okay. See what happens to this question. So, this becomes integral of, remember, e power, what is tan inverse x? Tan inverse of x, I will consider it as t. Now, such a big integral will convert into very simple one. Now, dx divided by 1 plus x square would be simply dt. Okay. So, this is nothing but what is integral of e power t? Integral of e power t is e power t itself plus a constant c, which is the constant of integration. So, the final result would be e power of, what is t? T would be, my substitution was tan inverse x plus the constant of integration, and the final result for the above integral. Okay, fine. The next integral we have is integral of e power 2x minus 1 divided by e power 2x plus 1. Now, remember, I am going to make some arrangements before I take the substitution here. So, e power 2x can be written as e power x whole square, remember, because we know the property. What is the property which I am going to say here? A power of m power n is nothing but a power of m into n. So, I am using that property here. So, e power of 2x can be written as e power of x whole square minus 1 divided by, similarly, e power of x whole square plus 1 dx. Okay. Now, remember, now I am going to take e power of x common in the numerator. So, what happens? I have e power of x whole square. So, one term is taken outside. So, remaining term is e power x. Now, remember, here I do not have e power x. So, if I do not have e power of x and if I have taken outside, remember, you have to divide the term. Is it clear? So, it is 1 divided by e power x. Similarly, in the denominator, if you take e power of x common, you will get e power of x whole square is there. So, e power of x is remaining plus, again you have 1. If I have taken e power x outside, I will divide e power of x. So, if you multiply back, you will get back the term. Okay. Now, this is with respect to x dx. Now, you can see here I can cancel the term e power x. So, my integral would be written as e power of x. Remember, 1 by e power of x can be written as e power minus x. Okay. We know that, again, the theory of indices, a1 reciprocal of a power m can be written as a power minus m. Is it clear? So, divided by, I have e power x plus e power, again 1 by e power x can be written as e power minus x dx. Okay. So, this is just small arrangement before I take the substitution. Okay. Now, I am going to take the substitution, put t as e power of x plus e power of minus x. Remember, I am considering the denominator as t. See what happens if you differentiate with respect to with respect to x. Dt by dx becomes derivative of e power x is e power of x itself. Now, derivative of e power minus x would be minus of e power minus x. Okay. Therefore, dt would be e power x minus of e power minus x dx. Okay. So, substitution part, let me keep it aside. So, what happens? This is nothing but integral of, look at the part here, e power of x minus e power minus x, that is what the numerator I have, that can be written as dt. Okay. Divided by, now e power x plus e power minus x would be written as t. Okay. This is nothing but, now dt by t is nothing but, we all know a standard result, log of mod t plus a constant c. Okay, so the final result would be log of mod, replace back t, that is e power x plus e power minus x plus c, which is the constant of integration, and that will conclude the result part. Okay, so this would be the final answer for the above integral. The next integral we have is e power of 2x minus of e power minus 2x divided by e power 2x plus e power minus 2x dx. Now this is very similar to the previous question, but remember it is almost a ready part. Okay, we can directly substitute for this question particularly. Okay, now let me put t is equal to, as in the previous case, I will consider the denominator, that is e power 2x plus e power minus 2x as the t part. Okay, so if you differentiate with respect to x, what happens? Derivative of e power 2x is, we know it is 2 times e power 2x, isn't it? That is, e power ax is a into e power ax. This is differentiation I am doing, remember. Now derivative of e power minus 2x is minus 2 into e power minus 2x. Okay, please be careful when you have negative terms. Now therefore dt by dx would be, if I take 2 common, I will get e power 2x minus of e power minus 2x. Okay, therefore dt, I will divide 2 here, dt by t would be e power 2x minus e power minus 2x dx. Is it clear? So this is the substitution part. So this whatever we have given, we have written in dt by dx form. Okay, so see what happens to the integral. Now I have dt by t, sorry, dt by 2. So I will keep that constant 1 by 2 outside. Now the numerator is, look here, e power 2x minus of e power minus 2x. You can look here, this is nothing but dt by t, sorry, dt by 2. 2 is outside, so you are just going to get dt. Okay, divided by, what is e power 2x plus e power minus 2x? It is nothing but t. So I will get, again it is dt by t. So 1 by 2 is constant here. Derivative of dt by t is log of mod t plus the constant of integration. Okay. Now replace back for t. This is nothing but half of log of mod. What is t? T is e power 2x plus e power minus 2x plus c, which is the constant of integration, and that is the final answer. Is it clear? Right. So the next integral I have is integral of sine inverse x divided by root of 1 minus x square. Now the question already gives you the hint for what to substitute for t. I will substitute sine inverse x as t. Okay, so what happens if you substitute for sine inverse x? Now dt by dx, that is differentiating with respect to x. Now what is derivative of sine inverse x? We know it is 1 divided by root of 1 minus x square, isn't it? Therefore dt would be 1 divided by root of 1 minus x square into dx. Okay, so this is the substitution part. Again I am telling you, don't mix up the substitution part with the solution, let it be aside. Okay, so this is nothing but integral of, remember, sine inverse x, I will consider it as t. Okay, now what is dt divided by root of 1 minus x square, sorry, dx divided by root of 1 minus x square would be just t, sorry, dt. Okay, so this is nothing but, now what is integral of t dt? Integral of t dt is t square divided by 2 plus the constant of integration. Okay, finally let me substitute back for t. It is t by 2, sorry, t square by 2 or half into, what is t? T is sine inverse of x whole square plus the constant of integration. Is it clear? So this is the final result. My next integral is, I have integral of tan square into, sorry, tan square of 2x plus 3 dx. Now for this question there is a lot of working doing. So I will put 2x plus 3 as t, or t is equal to 2x plus 3. If you differentiate, now derivative of 2x would be 2. Okay, 2 is nothing but dt by dx. Okay, or if you cross multiply, or therefore dx would be dt divided by 2. See what happens. This is nothing but integral of, now tan square, okay, 2x plus 3 becomes tan t. Now dx would be dt by 2, so I'll keep that by 2 outside, just dt. Okay, now remember, you don't have the standard integral for tan square. See how I'm going to write this question as. Now tan square can be written as secant square t minus 1, isn't it? So it is secant, tan square theta is secant square theta minus 1 dt. Okay, now this is nothing but half of, remember this half is multiplied for the entire integral. Now what is integral of secant square? We know integral of secant square is tan. So remember, you are integrating with respect to t, not x. Please be careful. So integral of secant square t dt is tan t minus integral of 1 dt is t, okay, plus the constant of integration c. Okay, so replace back for t. So this is nothing but half of tan of, what is t? T is actually 2x plus 3, okay, minus, again use a bracket here, it is 2x plus 3 plus the constant of integration. Okay, so this is the final result of the above integral. The next integral we have is integral of cos 6x into root of 1 plus sin 6x dx. Remember, this question was asked in the year July 2018 for 2 marks. Let us see how we are going to solve it. I will put t as 1 plus sin 6x. Okay, if I put 1 plus sin 6x as t, now differentiating with respect to x, dt by dx would be 1 is a constant. Now what is derivative of sine? We know derivative of sine is cos. So derivative of sine ax is a cos ax. So it is 6 cos 6x. Okay, therefore now I just want cos 6x dx. So dt divided by 6 would be cos 6x dx. Okay, please be careful when you are making some arrangements here. Now let us see what happens to the integral. This is nothing but, remember I have dt by 6, so I'll keep this outside the constant. Integral of, now cos 6x dx, remember cos 6x dx would be dt. Okay, now root of 1 plus, sorry, actually root of 1 plus sin 6x would be t. Okay, so this is nothing but, remember 1 by 6 into this is t power half dt. Okay, so this is nothing but 1 by 6 into, remember integral of t power half is, so half plus 1. So I hope we have done many problems like this. So t power 3 by 2 divided by 3 by 2 plus the constant of integration. Okay, so this is nothing but 1 by 6 into reciprocal of 3 by 2 would be 2 by 3 into t power, t means 1 plus sin 6x power 3 by 2 plus the constant of integration. Okay, so the final answer would be, now you can cancel your 2 1s are 2 3s are, so it will be 1 by 9 into 1 plus sin 6x whole power 3 by 2 plus the constant of integration. Okay, right. Now the next question we have is I is equal to integral of secant square 7 minus 4x dx. Now students, though this question comes in this exercise, we have already solved this question in 1 markers, because this question has been asked in the previous years for 1 mark question. So this has already been solved in the previous session. So we are moving on to the next question. Is it fine? Okay. The next question we have is integral of root of sin 2x into cos 2x dx. Okay, so let us go for the substitution. I am going to put t is equal to, same thing similar to the previous question, sin 2x. Okay, so if you differentiate with respect to x, dt by dx would be derivative of sin is cos. So a cos ax, so it is 2 cos 2x. So I just have cos 2x dx. So I'm going to just make some arrangements. So dt by 2 would be cos 2x dx. Okay, so this is the substitution part. Let me keep it aside. Okay, see what happens to the integral. So this is nothing but, now I have dt by 2, so I am going to keep this 1 by 2 outside. Integral of root of sine 2x is t, okay, into, now cos 2x dx would be dt. So this is nothing but half of, I told you it is integral of t power 1 by 2 dt. So this is nothing but 1 by 2 into, what is integral of t power 3 by 2. So sorry, t power 1 by 2 integral would be t power 1 by 2 plus 1. So it is t power 3 by 2 divided by 3 by 2 plus the constant of integration. Okay, so this would be 1 by 2 into reciprocal of 3 by 2 would be 2 by 3 into t power 3 by 2 plus the constant of integration. Now simplifying, I will get 2 gets cancels. So it is 1 by 3 into, what is t? T is sine 2x. So sine 2x power 3 by 2 plus the constant of integration. Okay, so this is the solution for the above integral. So the next integral is integral of cos x divided by root of 1 plus sin x dx. So I will put t as 1 plus sin x. Okay, so I will put 1 plus sin x as t. See what happens. If you differentiate with respect to x, dt by dx would be, derivative of sin x would be cos x. Therefore dt would be cos x into dx, right. So this becomes integral of, look here, cos x into dx, I am taking it as dt divided by root of 1 plus sin x is t. Okay, now this is a standard result. Integral of 1 by root x is nothing but 2 times root x. So since you are integrating with respect to t, it is 2 times root t plus a constant of integration. So final result would be 2 times root of, replace back for t, that is 1 plus sin x plus the constant of integration, and that would conclude the solution for this integral. Okay. So the next question we have is, integral is cot x into log of sin x dx. So this question was recently asked in the year March 2020. So before I take the substitution, I am going to make small arrangement. So I am going to first write log of sin x into cot x dx. Okay, let me keep it aside. Now I am going to say, take the substitution as, let me put t as log of sin x. Okay, now see what happens. If you differentiate with respect to x, so now dt by dx becomes, now what is derivative of log? Derivative of log would be 1 by. So derivative of log is 1 by f of x. Log of f of x is 1 by f of x into f dash. Now what is derivative of sine? We know derivative of sine is cos x, is it not? Therefore dt by dx would be cos by sine. What is cos by sine? We know cos by sine is a standard ratio which is cot x. Therefore dt can be written as cot x into dx. Is it clear? Very basic substitution these are. Now we will go back to the original integral. So this becomes integral of, now look here, log of sin x I will replace as t, and cot x dx I will just take it as dt. See how simple the integral became. Now integral of t would be t square by 2 plus the constant of integration. Okay, so finally replace back for t. So I am going to write half into, what is t? T is log of sin x whole square plus the constant of integration, and this is the final result for the above solution. And one note, students, before I am going to go to the next question, the exercise contains many questions. So and you can see here there are very little chances for the question to be repeated. Now it's up to you to practice all the sums here so that you can get the 2-marker question easily. It's not just about getting 2-marker question, but it's about being thorough with the concept of substitution method. Okay, shall we move to the next question? Right. So the next integral we have is, I have integral of 2 cos x minus 3 sin x divided by 6 cos x plus 4 sin x dx. Okay, now let us see what you can substitute here. I will put the denominator part, that is t, as I will put t is equal to 6 cos x plus 4 sin x. Is it clear? I will put the denominator, that is 6 cos x plus 4 sin x, as t. Now see what happens if you differentiate with respect to x. Dt by dx would be, now 6 is a constant, let us keep aside. Derivative of cos x would be minus sin x. So this becomes minus 6 sin x. Okay, plus 4 into, we know the derivative of sin x is cos x. Okay, now therefore dt by dx would be, I am going to take 2 common. Okay, I am going to take 2 common and I will write this step first. You might be wondering why. Just look here. So I will write 4 cos x first. So 2 is already taken outside. So 2 into 2 will be 4 cos x and minus 2 is outside. So 3 is a sin x. You know why? Because now this is of this form. Okay, that is why I made the arrangement. Therefore dt by 2 would be 2 cos x minus 3 sin x, remember, into dt, sorry, dx. Okay, so this is the substitution part. I am going to keep it aside and see what happens to the integral. So the integral becomes, remember, I have dt by 2, so I am going to keep 1 by 2 outside. Integral of, now 2 cos x minus 3 sin x dx, that is the numerator becomes just dt divided by denominator is t, simply t. Okay, so see what happens. The next part is, this is nothing but half of, what is dt by t? We had many questions like this. Integral of dt by t is log of mod t plus the constant of integration. Okay, so this is nothing but half of log of mod, replace back for t, t is 6 cos x plus 4 sin x. Okay, this is in the mod plus the constant of integration. Is it clear? It is very simple. Only thing is you have to practice these sums to get it right. Going on to the next integral, I have dx divided by cos square x into 1 minus tan x whole square. Before I am going to take the substitution, I am going to make some arrangement. Now remember, cos square is in the denominator, that is I have 1 by cos square. If I take cos square to the numerator, it becomes the reciprocal of cos square. We know the reciprocal of cos square is secant square x. So secant square x dx divided by 1 minus tan x whole square. Okay, so I made some small arrangement here. Now I am going to put for t. So I am going to put t as 1 minus tan x. Okay, so let me take 1 minus tan x as t and see what happens. Now differentiating with respect to x would be dt by dx. This is nothing but 1 is a constant. Let me take is minus. Derivative of tan is what? Secant square x, isn't it? Therefore, let me bring negative to the left hand side. Minus dt would be secant square x dx. Okay, or else you can keep it there itself, but still I will take minus here. So this is nothing but, because I have minus for dt, I will keep it outside. Don't forget it, dear ones. So secant square dx would be dt divided by 1 minus, just have taken 1 minus tan x as t, not the whole square. So therefore the term becomes dt divided by t square. Okay, so this is nothing but minus, this is the standard integral I gave you as a formula. Integral of 1 by x square is minus 1 by x. So integral of 1 by t square is minus 1 by t plus the constant of integration. Okay, finally this is nothing but minus into minus becomes plus. It is 1 divided by t. T means 1 minus tan x plus the constant of integration, and it will give me the final solution of the above integral. The next integral is integral of cos of root x divided by root x dx. Okay, now see what I am going to put. I am going to just put t as just root x. Okay, you might be wondering why. Look here. Now if you differentiate with respect to x, dt by dx would be derivative of root x is 1 by 2 root x, isn't it? Okay, now I will multiply 2 to the dt here. So therefore 2 times dt would be 1 by root x dx. Okay, so this is my substitution part. Okay, and see what happens to the left hand side integral now. So this is nothing but, so I have 2 dt, so I'm going to keep this 2 outside. Integral of, it is nothing but cos of root x is actually t. Okay, now dx into 1 by root x would be simply dt. Okay, very basic result. This is nothing but 2 into, what is integral of cos t? We know it, the basic result, integral of cos t is sin t plus the constant of integration. Okay, finally this is nothing but 2 into sine of, now what is t? T is nothing but root x. So 2 times sine root x plus c, which is the constant of integration, and this is the final result for the above integral. Okay. Moving on to the next integral, I have integral of sin x divided by 1 plus cos x. Okay, so I will put 1 plus cos x as t, or t is equal to 1 plus cos x, or 1 plus cos x is equal to t. If you differentiate with respect to x, remember derivative of cos is minus sin, isn't it? So minus sin x would be dt by dx actually. Okay, therefore if you just want sin x into dx, it would be negative dt minus dt. Is it clear? So let me keep it aside, which is the substitution part. So the integral becomes, this is nothing but, so I have minus dt, so let me keep this minus outside. Integral of, remember sin x dx would be dt, minus is outside, divided by 1 plus cos x is t. Again I got dt by t, a standard result which I have been using. This is nothing but minus dt by t is nothing but log of mod t plus a constant c. Okay, so final result is, this is nothing but minus log of mod, what is t? Replace back, it is 1 plus cos x plus c, which is the constant of integration. Very simple result. If you practice it, you can easily do it. So my next integral is very similar to the previous question, sin x divided by 1 plus x whole square dx. The previous question was just sin x divided by 1 plus cos x. Here I have sin x divided by 1 plus cos x whole square. Even here I will substitute the same way. I will put t as 1 plus cos x. Okay, so if you differentiate with respect to x, dt by dx would be, 1 is a constant, derivative of cos is minus sin. Okay, therefore let me take this minus outside, minus of dt would be sin x dx. Okay, so substitution part, make sure you also write the substitution part neatly, because here you would be getting 1 mark for the substitution and 1 mark for the final result. Is it clear? So this becomes, so since I have negative here, I will keep it outside, negative of sin x dx would be nothing but dt divided by 1 plus cos x is actually t, and square I am taking because I have a square here. This is nothing but minus of, again what is integral of 1 by t square? I told you just now, integral of 1 by t square is minus 1 by t plus a constant of integration. Okay, so this is nothing but minus of, minus into minus becomes plus. So it is 1 divided by, what is t? It is 1 plus cos x plus the constant of integration, which is the final result for the above question. Now the next question we have is integral of secant x into 1 plus tan x. Now look here what happens. This question does not come under the substitution method, but they have asked in the year 2020 for 2 marks. So this is a 2 marker question. Let us see what happens. So it is e power x into, I am just going to take secant x inside. So what I will get is secant x into 1 is secant x plus I have secant x into tan x dx. Okay. So remember, this is of the form integral of, remember, we know that integral of e power x into f of x plus f dash of x dx. You can look here, if you put secant x as dA function, its derivative is secant into tan. So its integral, as I told you, e power of x into f of x plus c. Okay. By using this, I am going to get, this is directly I am going to get the solution as e power of x into f of x. Here f of x is secant x plus the constant of integration. Make sure you write this result so that you get 2 marks completely here. Okay. By using this result, we are going to directly write the solution as e power x into secant x plus c as the final answer. Okay. The next question we have is integral of 1 plus log x whole square divided by x dx. Okay. So this follows the substitution process. I will put t as 1 plus log x. Okay. So let me put 1 plus log x as t. If you differentiate, you will get dt by dx is nothing but 1 is a constant, derivative of log x is 1 by x. Therefore, your dt would be 1 by x into dx. Okay. So this is the substitution part I am keeping aside. See what happens to the integral. This is nothing but integral of, remember, 1 plus log x is actually t square, and dx, 1 by x into dx would be simply dt. So integral of t square would be, as a standard result, it would be t cube by 3 plus a constant c. Okay. So final result is 1 by 3 into what is t? Replace back. It is 1 plus log x whole cube plus c, which is the constant of integration, and the final result. The next question we have in the exercise is integral of dx divided by sin square x into cos square x. Dear students, we have solved this question in the previous session in 1 marker questions. So you can go through that session for this question. I hope you would have solved this question there. Okay. So we are moving on to the next one. So the next question we have is integral of 2x into sine of x square plus 1. Okay. So here I am going to substitute. Okay. Let me put t as x square plus 1. Okay. So what happens? So differentiating with respect to x would be dt by dx would be derivative of x square would be 2x, isn't it? Therefore, dt would be 2x dx. Okay. So substitution part I am keeping it aside. Okay. See what happens. This is nothing but integral of, now remember, I am going to get sine of t, and 2x into dx I am going to write it as dt. Very simple result. Now this is nothing but, now what is integral of sine t? Integral of sine t is minus cos t plus a constant of integration. So final result would be minus cos of, what is t? T is x square plus 1 plus c, which is the constant of integration, and that is the final answer. The next integral we have is sine of tan inverse x divided by 1 plus x square dx. Okay. So for this question, I am going to put t is nothing but tan inverse x. Okay. So, differentiating with respect to x, dt by dx would be derivative of tan inverse x would be 1 divided by 1 plus x square. Therefore, dt would be 1 divided by 1 plus x square dx. So, what happens, look here, this is nothing but integral of, similar to the previous question, I will get sine of t, okay, and dx divided by 1 plus x square would be simply dt, okay. Again a basic result here. Now, integral of sine t would be minus of cos t plus a constant of integration, and that is nothing but minus of cos, what is t? T is tan inverse x plus c, the constant of integration, and hence the final answer. The next integral I have is tan root x power 4, tan of root x whole power 4 into secant square root x divided by root x dx. Okay. Now, this question was asked in the year March 2017 for 2 marks. Please be careful with this question. I am going to put t as nothing but, okay, tan power root x. Sorry, I am going to put t as tan root x. Just substitute t as tan root x and see what happens. If you differentiate with respect to x, I will get dt by dx. Now, what is derivative of tan? We all know derivative of tan is secant square is x, isn't it? Derivative of tan of f of x is secant square f of x into f dash of x, that is what is derivative of root x. We know derivative of root x is 1 by 2 root x. Okay. So, finally what happens is, let me multiply 2 to the left hand side, I will get 2 times dt would be secant square root x, okay, divided by root x into dx. Please be careful, this 2 is multiplied here, so only 2 dt is remaining. I have secant square root x divided by root x into dx, and this is my substitution part. Okay, see what happens to the integral now. So, this is nothing but I have 2 times dt. So, let me take keep 2 outside, integral of, remember only I have taken tan root x as t. So, I will get t power 4. Okay. Now, secant square root x divided by root x t, this entire part would be taken it as dt. Okay. So, you please be careful. So, this is nothing but 2 into, what is integral of t power 4? So, integral of t power 4 is t power 4 plus 1, that is t power 5 divided by 5 plus a constant c. Okay. So, the final answer would be 2 divided by 5 into tan, t is actually tan of root x. So, I can write it as tan of root x power 5, or as it is. Okay, it is just like writing tan x whole square can be written as tan square, isn't it? So, tan power 5 of root x plus c, a constant of integration, and this is the final result. Okay. So, this is the worked example in your textbook. They have tried the other method in the textbook. You can check it out there. I hope this method was far more easy than the textbook method. Okay. I am moving on to the next question. The next question I have is 10 into x power 9 plus 10 power x into log 10 divided by x power 10 plus 10 power x dx. This is quite tricky question, but not an impossible one. Only thing is you have to have a knack to solve this. Now, let me put t as x power 10 plus 10 power x. So, I am substituting t as x power 10 plus 10 power x. See what happens. Dt by dx would be, now what is x power 10? So, x power 10 the derivative would be 10 into x power 9, isn't it? Plus, now derivative of 10 power x. So, derivative of 10 power x follows the rule a power x. So, a power x derivative is a power x into log a. So, that is log 10 to the base e. Okay. Now, you can look here, therefore, my dt would be 10 into x power 9 plus 10 power x into log 10 to the base e into dx. Okay. So this is the substitution part. Once the substitution part is clear, the question looks very simple. Okay. So this is nothing but integral of, look here, the numerator is entirely dt. Okay. So I'll get dt divided by x power 10 plus 10 power x would be just t. A standard integral dt by t, integral of dt by t would be log of mod t plus the constant of integration. Okay. So this is nothing but the final result would be log of mod, replace back for t, that is x power 10 plus 10 power x plus c, which is the constant of integration, and hence the final answer. Okay. Hope you understood this, and we shall move on to the next question. We have few more questions left over which are quietly different from the other questions, students. Now let us look at the next question. I have x cube into sine of tan inverse of x power 4 divided by 1 plus x power 8 dx. Okay, this is quite tricky question. These type of questions you can expect in CET. Okay, but anyhow, let us solve this. Okay, now let me put t as, what can I put? I will put tan inverse of x power 4. So I will use tan inverse of x power 4 as t. Please be careful what happens now. Now differentiating with respect to x becomes, now what is derivative of tan inverse? Derivative of tan inverse is 1 divided by 1 plus, so the tan inverse x is 1 divided by 1 plus f of x here. So that is x power 4 whole square into, again, differentiation of x power 4. Now what is derivative of x power 4? It would be 4x cube. Okay. Now see what happens. I am going to write this as dt. I am going to shift this 4 to the denominator. So dt by 4 would be, I have x cube divided by 1 plus x power, again a power m power n is m into n. So 4 2s are 8. So I will get 1 plus x power 8 into this dx is multiplied to the right hand side. Is it clear? Only thing is simplification part. This is the regular differentiation, shifting 4 to the denominator here, and I am taking dx to the right hand side, and this is just the simplification part. Now see what happens to the integral now. So this is nothing but, I have dt by 4 here, so I will keep 1 by 4 outside, integral of, you can look here, you will just get sine of, now sine of tan inverse of x power 4, I will just get t, and you can, the entire remaining terms, that is x cube into dx divided by 1 plus x power 8 is simply dt. So such a huge integral turned out to be a very simple standard result. So this is nothing but 1 by 4 into, what is integral of sine t? We know integral of sine t is minus cos t plus a constant of integration. Okay. Now final result is, this is nothing but, let me take this minus also outside. So it is minus 1 by 4 into cos of, replace back for t, t is actually tan inverse of x power 4 plus a constant of integration. Remember to keep the substitution part neatly aside, and this would be the final answer for the above integral. Only thing is, if you practice this 1 or 2 times, you can easily get the solution. The next integral I have is x plus 1 into x plus log x whole square divided by x dx. Now I am going to make some arrangements here, students. Now let us look here. I am just going to divide this x to this term. So I will get x divided by x plus 1 divided by x, okay, into, it is just x plus log x whole square dx. Okay. Now this is nothing but integral of, let me write this term first, that is x plus log x whole square into, now look here, what happens to x by x? It is 1 plus this is 1 by x dx. Now you might be wondering, sir, why did you write this step? Now let us see why. So I will put t as x plus log x. Now differentiating with respect to x would be dt by dx would be, Now derivative of x is 1 and derivative of log x is 1 by x. Therefore, dt would be 1 plus 1 by x dx. Now you can look here why I considered or made some changes to the original integral, so that my working becomes very simple. So this is nothing but integral of x plus log x would be t. So I have t square into this entire term would be simply dt. So this is nothing but integral of t square is t cube divided by 3 plus a constant of integration. So this is nothing but 1 by 3 into what is t? T is x plus log x whole cube plus c, a constant of integration, and conclusion of the solution for this integral. So the next integral I have is root of tan x divided by sin x into cos x dx. Okay, I am going to make some arrangements for this integral. Please be careful. I am going to keep this as root of tan x as it is. I am going to multiply and divide the denominator by cos x. So here what happens? I will get sin x by cos x. I have divided and now I will multiply. So I will get cos square x dx. Is it clear? I have multiplied and divide the denominator by cos x. So this is nothing but integral of the numerator would be tan x, root of tan x divided by, now sin by cos would be simply tan x into, I am going to split this, I will get 1 by cos square x dx. Okay, is it clear? Now this is nothing but integral of, now what is root a by a? Root a by a would be 1 divided by root a, that is 1 divided by root of tan x into what is 1 by cos square? We know 1 by cos square is secant square x dx. Okay, so now I am going to substitute for the given function. Okay, so let me put t is equal to tan x. So I will put t is equal to tan x. Now differentiating I will get dt by t dx would be derivative of tan would be secant square x. Okay, therefore dt would be, I will get secant square x into dx. So my substitution part will end here and see what happens to the integral. So this is nothing but integral of 1 divided by root of, so tan x I will consider it as t, and this secant square dx is simply dt. Okay, so this is nothing but what is integral of 1 by root t? So this is a standard result. Integral of 1 by root t dt is 2 root t, because 1 by root x dx is 2 root x. So it is 2 root t plus a constant of integration. So the final answer would be 2 times root of what is t? T is tan x plus c, which is the constant of integration, and hence the final result. Okay, right. So the next question I have is integral of 1 divided by 1 plus cot x dx. So this is nothing but, I make some arrangements here, 1 divided by 1 plus, actually cot x can be written as cos x by sin x dx. Okay, now if you take the LCM, this sin x will be multiplied here, and this would be a divided by b by c would be a by bc. Okay, so this is nothing but integral of this sign would be multiplied here, or else multiply both numerator and denominator by sin x. I will get sin x divided by sin x plus cos x dx. This question, this is the only simple way of solving this. Okay, now what happens is I will multiply and divide by 2. So I will get 2 sin x. So 2 sin x divided by half is will be just sin x divided by sin x plus cos x dx. Remember, I have not integrated this, I am just making some arrangements. This is nothing but 1 by 2 into integral of, see sin x I am going to write it as sin x plus sin x. At the same time I will add cos x. So sin x plus cos x plus sin x minus cos x whole divided by sin x plus cos x dx. Look here, 2 times sin x I am splitting it as sin x plus sin x, and plus I am adding plus cos x and minus cos x dx. Okay, so this is nothing but half of integral of, remember, if you split the denominator separately, sin x plus cos x by sin x plus cos x will be cancelled. You will get 1 plus the remaining term is sin x minus cos x divided by sin x plus cos x dx. Okay, so let us split the integral, and now I am going to take the substitution. So this is nothing but, let us split in the integral. So half of integral of 1 into dx is just dx. Okay, remember this half is taken for both the terms. Okay, so plus half of integral of, remember, I have sin x minus cos x divided by sin x plus cos x dx. So until now what I made is just the arrangement. Okay, now let me put the denominator. Okay, let me put t as sin x plus cos x. So finally dt by dx would be, now derivative of sin x would be, remember, cos x, and derivative of cos x would be minus of sin x. Okay, so I am going to make some arrangement here. So if I write this term outside and take minus common, I will get minus of sin x, and minus into minus will become plus. I will get cos x. Okay, this is left hand side is just dt by dx. Okay, therefore let me take this minus also, or let me keep it aside. So dt would be minus of sin x minus cos x whole term is dx. Okay, so the integral becomes, so this is nothing but half of integral of dx. Okay, now I have a minus term with dt here, so I am going to take this minus here. Half is outside, integral of, remember, sin x minus cos x dx is minus dt. I have taken minus outside. I have dt divided by sin x plus cos x is t. That is what I have substituted. Please be careful with this. This is definitely not a 2-marker question. This would be a 3-marker question. Okay, so this is nothing but half into, what is derivative of dx? So it is simply x. Okay, minus half into, now dt by t would be, remember, log of mod t plus a constant c. Okay, so the final result would be half into x, or else x by 2. Okay, minus half into log of mod t means sin x plus cos x plus c, which is the constant of integration. So this is the final result for the above given integral. You need practice to solve this question. Okay, looks simple one, but only thing is we made lot of arrangements to get before starting the substitution. Is it clear? Right. Okay, dear students, let us come to the conclusion with one last question for the session. Integral of 1 divided by 1 minus tan x dx. This question also we are going to solve it similar to the previous question. Okay, see what happens. This is nothing but integral of 1 divided by 1 minus tan x. I am going to write it as sin x divided by cos x, and this is dx as it is. Okay, so if you multiply both numerator and denominator by cos x, I will get integral of, I have cos x divided by this cos x would be multiplied, so I will get cos x minus sin x dx. Is it clear? So now, as I did this in the previous case, I am going to multiply and divide by 2. So it is half of integral of 2 cos x divided by cos x minus sin x. Is it clear? So as I did in the previous question, I am going to write this cos x as cos x plus sin x. Sorry, cos x plus cos x. So I will get cos x plus sin x plus another cos x, but here I would subtract sin x, whole divided by cos x minus sin x dx. Okay, so if you split the denominator separately, I will get half into integral of, I have cos x plus sin x divided by cos x minus sin x dx. Okay, let me split it separately, right? Plus this half is again multiplied for this also, integral of, now cos x minus sin x by cos x minus sin x will cancel. I will just get an integral half dx. Half is constant, it is just dx. Okay, now I am going to take the substitution. Okay, so let me put t as again the denominator, which is cos x minus sin x. If you differentiate with respect to x, dt by dx would be derivative of cos is minus sin minus of derivative of sin is cos x. Okay, therefore dt by dx would be, let me take minus common here, so it would be sin x plus cos x, or I can write cos x plus sin x. Now shifting my minus to left hand side, I will get minus dt would be cos x plus sin x dx. Okay, this is the substitution part. Please be careful and keep it aside. Okay, therefore my integral becomes, this is nothing but, with this term, instead of cos x plus sin x dx, I will get minus dt. So I will take this minus outside. I have 1 by 2 into integral of, numerator is t, denominator is, numerator is dt and denominator is t, because this is cos x minus sin x, plus here I have half into integral of just dx. Please be very careful. So this is minus half into integral of dt by t is, I have log of mod t plus half into what is integral of dx. Integral of dx is actually x plus a constant of integration. Okay, so final result is minus half into log of mod, what is t? T is cos x minus sin x plus half into x is x by 2 plus c, which is the constant of integration, and this is the final result for the above given integral. Now dear students, this is a 2 less question to be given for 2 marks. Definitely this would be a 3 marks, but I hope that this is not asked in your examination. And finally, after so much of working, we have come to the conclusion of this session. The students, I hope you have understood this session very clearly. Okay, ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೇ, ನಾವು ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಬೈ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸಸೈಸ್ 7.2 ಅಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ನ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಇದನ್ನು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಅನಿಸ್ತು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಬಾಕ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ತಿಳಿಸಿ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಅಸ್ ಟು ಮೇಕ್ ಮೋರ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಈ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್ನ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay dear friends, we'll meet again in this next session with another concept of integration. Until then, take care and bye. ಸಾವೇ ಬಂದರು ಮಣ್ಣೇ ಆದರು ತಾಯಿ ಪ್ರೀತಿಗೆಂದೆಂದು ಕೊನೆಯಿಲ್ಲ, ತಾಯಿನೇ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬದಲಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ.